Okay, good morning, students. Today class we discuss about a new chapter that is states of matter. Okay, in this chapter in PU board total 8 marks are fixed. The 8 marks is divided into 1 mark, 2 mark and 5 mark. The first 1 mark question they may ask in second question. In 2 marks they ask several times in 12th question. Sorry. Next 5 marks question they ask 30th question, that is A and B. Okay, you see the states of matter. I am not explaining what is matter. You know already the what is matter. Anything which has mass or weight which occupies the space is nothing but matter. Matter is further classified into solids, liquid, gaseous. Correct? No. But in this chapter mainly we go study about the gaseous and liquid. Okay. In these gaseous and liquid molecules. Okay. In gaseous and liquid molecules, there is a gaseous and liquid molecules. They have the in molecular forces. That molecular forces mainly that is a molecular force. You see the word intermolecular force. Inter means, what is inter means? Inside the molecule. The forces are applying. Okay, mainly there are the two types of forces. That is number 1 force, that is attractive force. Second one is repulsive force. We don't want to discuss about the repulsive force in your topic. We mainly concentrate on the attractive forces because that is kept in your first PU syllabus. Okay, first we are going to talk about attractive forces. Attractive force. The attractive force is also called attractions. Correct? No, we also call it is Vanderwall's force. What is Vanderwall's force? The force of attraction. Force of attraction is nothing but Vanderwall's. You can write force of attraction. The van der Waals force again further classified. Van der Waals force is further classified, means further classified. Van der Waals force further classified based on nature of the molecules. You see, nature of molecules. ಅಂದರೆ ವಂಡರ್ವಾಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸು ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 3 types. How many types? It is 3 types. First one is dispersion force. Second one is dipole force, or you can write attraction or interaction. Dipole force or dipole interaction. The third, dipole induced force or attraction. Okay, this is first of all very important. You see, first we are going to talk about a dispersive force and dipole force and dipole induced force. Before that, we want to talk about some important points. Based on that, you can understand these three. Okay, we take the example, that is H2, Cl2 and H2, Cl2, O2. These all diatomic molecules or diatomic states. Okay, you can write anything, diatomic states. Then CO2, H2O, HCl, HBr, NH3. Okay, this all polyatomic state. Okay, you see, while what is this diatomic state? Diatomic molecules are diatomic. You see, if I take the hydrogen, for example, I will take the hydrogens. Okay, if I take hydrogens, what it shows means diatoms, means you see the hydrogen, correct? No, you see the H and H molecules, you tell, sir, it is positive, it is also positive. You see, it is also positive, it is also positive. Okay, I am taking the two electrons. Okay, in this one, you see why this diatomic molecules will tell, in these molecules overlapping of positive and negative, means proton and electron. For that, it becomes neutral. You see, in what happens, diatomic molecules, the overlapping of positive and negative ions, it becomes neutral. It becomes, what we will telling, it is becomes neutral. The neutral we can also tell it is non-polar. We can tell that it is non-polar. I think you understand what is the polar. Means it shows only one charges. You see what happening here. I am talking here. These molecules. You will tell that Cl and O2. It's all diatomic. I will take one polyatom also. For example, C double bond O. You see what happening here, the carbon having a bond is positive, it is negative. Electron negativity means electron negativity is nothing but, what is electron negativity? First of all, electronegativity already I explained in the classification of periodical table. I explained what is electronegativity, what happens, the size. Okay, again I am explaining what is electronegativity. Is nothing but it's the ability of an atom to attract or shared pair of electron towards itself. It means, you see what happening, this electron, positive negative, it must be attraction. The attractions must be gathering, correct? No, but what happening here, the electronegativity is more, it drags the pulls towards the oxygen, you see, shows dispersing. You understand here? It's occurring dispersing. Okay. Now we will write one definition for dispersive force. And also, you see, it will never be constant. You see, it will be never be a permanent. Sometimes it comes near and it will be go outside. For example, you see, I will take another example to explain you. We are talking about dispersion force, correct? No, dispersion force, or you can also call as London force. Why we call London force? Because London is one of scientist's name. He was introduced that dispersion force. You see, we taken that example hydrogen. Now we take the chlorine. This is the chlorine atom. We take another chlorine. You see what happening here in chlorine, it's have positive and negative, correct? No, here also positive and negative. What happening while, you see, while dispersions are occurring, means disperse means slightly changes its positions. Positions means it become positive, it become negative, it become positive. What happens then? It will be make a force, bonding force. It never be a permanent force. It will be a few seconds, it will be bond. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಲ್, ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ temporary. Okay, you can also call as temporary force. This force of attraction is nothing but dispersion force. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಈ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಫೋರ್ಸು, ಆ ಎರಡು ಅನ್ಲೈಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಬಾಂಡನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಪರ್ಸಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀರಿ. ಆ ಬಾಂಡನ್ನು ಏನಂತೀರಿ? ಡಿಸ್ಪರ್ಸಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್. Force of attraction between this is nonpolar, no, this is nonpolar. It is between the nonpolar molecules. What is this nonpolar molecules? Non-polar molecules ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? It must be a neutral. Already explained, correct? No, overlapping of positive and negative electron charges, it becomes a neutral. Neutral is nothing but a non-polar. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಆಟಮ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಿಷ್ಟಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆವಾಗ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್, we can give an example, chlorine, all diatoms, and also example H2, Cl2, Br2, I2, F2, O2, all halogens. Example for dispersive force, all halogens and noble gases. Is an example for the, because this all diatoms nothing but non-polar molecules. Okay, next we are going to talk about dipole interaction. You see, when coming to talk about dipole interaction, before I have forgotten to tell one word. Dispersive force is also called as London force. It is temporary force. Another one very very important, it is characteristics, it is a weakest force among vanderwalls forces of attraction. You see, maybe asking for competitors which vanderwall force is weakest force, then you want to name it is dispersion force. Okay, next we're going to talk about dipole interaction. Dipole interactions. You see, if I am taking on dipole, for example, HCl. See, this is positive, it is negative. Positive, it is negative. Correct? No. While you see what happening here, I will write in diagram positive, negative. Correct? No. Similarly, I will write H positive. Correct? No. Negative. This is one dipole. This is one dipole. You see, there is two polar. Polar means it. You already know that it's polar. Polar molecules is nothing but which occurs electronegativity towards the bonded atom. You see what happening? I am taking HCl and HCl. This is H, this is Cl, it is H, is Cl. You see the attraction between unlike charges like positive and negative. This force attraction means this force. I am talking about this force Cl and H. Okay, you understanding here? Means the force of attraction between two polar molecules. Polar molecules. Non-polar means, you see, non-polar means it must have only one charge. Okay, polar means it must have both the charges. Okay, please remember this point. Now I am telling this polar. You see, two polar is there. The force of attraction between two polar molecules. We will write the definition. Force of attraction. Force of attraction between two polar molecules. Between polar molecules. Okay, you see another very important. It is polar molecules. We talk no. It is very important. It is permanent force. Permanent force, very important. It is a permanent force. Another one which is strongest force among the vanderwall forces. You see another very important we discussed. We can write the example also. Example HCl, HBr, HF, HI, H2O, NH3, ammonia, so on. Okay. You see the dipole interaction may another name bonding force. This you see is what we talk on. This force is nothing dipole interaction. Correct? No. This bond may also called hydrogen bond. Hydrogen bonding. Now we will write what is hydrogen bonding. You see, we are taking any one that is a HF. I will take that HF. Correct? No. See, between hydrogen and fluoride, it having the covalent. I will write in another pen. Covalent bond between H and F. You see. Well, this is positive, this is negative, positive and negative. The bond between hydrogen atom of one molecule, this is one molecule, no? I will write. Correct, no? Hydrogen, the bond between the one hydrogen atom of one molecule and more electronegativity of another molecule. You see this bond is nothing but hydrogen bond or dipole interaction. dipole interaction. In that we are talking, this is hydrogen bond. I will write Hb because there is no space. Okay, Hb. We'll write the definition for hydrogen bond. Okay, definition for hydrogen bond. Definition for hydrogen bond. All right, hydrogen bond or hydrogen bonding. Okay, the bond, correct? No, the bond between hydrogen atom, correct? No, atom of one molecule. You see, I am talking about this one molecule. Now, in one molecule, one hydrogen atom molecule and more electronegativity of it is another one of another molecule. Okay, we have explained. For example, we can take that example HF or H2O or NH3. You see, FON, you see, F, fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen, these are strong electronegativity. You want to remember, this is strong electronegativity. Okay, next we are going to discuss that last topic or today video, that is third dipole induced force. See, what this word I am telling, that dipole induced force. You see, what is this induced means? It's nothing but simple ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೀವಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನೀವು ಓದೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಆ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಓದೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕೇನು ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಅವ್ನು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಾನು ಓದಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯು ಟು ರೀಡ್. ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಈಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ನಿಗೇನು ಬಲವಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿಲ್ಲ ಓದೋಂಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಬಟ್ ಅವನನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಓದಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದ? ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್. ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್? If I am take a dipole like a polar, this is dipole or polar, it is polar. If you see what happening in this polar, it having a negative charge also. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಓದಬೇಕಂಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ನು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದ? ಈ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಓವರ್ಲ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಓವರ್ಲ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಎರಡು ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಮತ್ತು ನಾನ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಎರಡು ಕಂಬೈಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುವಾಗ, ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಜಾಗ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದೆ ನಾವು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದೇನಂತ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್. ಯು ಸಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್. ನೋಡಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಒನ್ X and Y person ಈಸ್ what, both are in the class, X and Y both are in the class, both are friends, or you take both are male or both are female. For example, I am telling that both if sitting together, first is not interested to is not interested to sit in the class. first of all. While if his friend is interested to sit in the class to listen the class, is interested, what happens? Suddenly he is also converted and he become too steady. Okay, do you understand what I am telling? That only plus minus. Okay, do you understand here? We'll write the definition for this. Definition: the force of attraction between polar and non-polar, or you can write a polar molecules and another non-polar molecules. You can write like that. Force of attraction between one polar molecules and another, I am telling this, another non-polar molecules. Example: methane or carbon tetrachloride. You see, one, it is characteristics, it is not a permanent, it is temporary. Dipole induced force is not a permanent, it is temporary force. Another one, it is weak only, not more weak like a dispersive force. It is weak, just a weak. We write just a weak. Okay. While compared to van der Waals forces, which is a strong force, dipole interaction. A dipole force is a strong force in van der Waals forces. When come to weak force, it is dispersive force. Okay.